Good morning and a wonderful Erev Shabbat to you. I wanted to share a quick thought with you from this week's Parsha while I'm getting ready for Shabbat this morning. It's interesting, if you look at last week's Parsha, when Yosef reveals himself to his brothers, he says as soon as he's done, Alu el Aviv, go up to your father and tell him he should come down here and visit. He should come stay here. He should see me as the ruler of Mitzrayim. He should come, and his children should come, and sheep and cattle, everything should come and live here, and I'm going to put you in Goshen. And the truth is, if you've ever been to Israel, you know that the hardest part of a trip to Israel is leaving. It's sad. We sit on the plane, we feel like we don't want to go because Eretz Yisrael is our home. We feel connected to it from the minute that we get there. And leaving is really challenging. And here Yosef's telling his father, come on down, bring everything down, bring everyone down. It'll be way better here in Mitzrayim. Now the truth is that that's one way to look at these psukim. But if you think about it, there's a Rashi on the psukim Alu el Aviv, which quotes the Gemara in Zvachim. It tells us that Eretz Yisrael is Gavah Mikol Ha'aratzot. Eretz Yisrael is the highest of all the lands. It's not physically the highest of all the lands. That would be like Mount Everest is the highest in the United States, and Mount McKinley in Alaska, or the continental U.S., Mount Rainier. Those are the highest lands. They're not livable after 10,000 feet because there's thin oxygen and lots of snow. But they're the highest lands. The highest land Yosef is referring to is the amount of Kedusha. And when it's time to come down to Mitzrayim, he says, come down and bring everything, and bring your Kedusha, and I'll set you up in Goshen, a separate place where the Kedusha can be with you from Eretz Yisrael as long as possible. Fast forward to this week's Parsha, at the end of Yosef's life, in case you thought that Yosef didn't love Eretz Yisrael. At the end of Yosef's life, Yosef tells us, his family, he calls everyone together, he says, Pakod Yivkod Elokim Etchem, Hashem's going to remember you. And at that point, when it's time to go back to Eretz Yisrael, V'halisim Enatzmasai Mizeh Etchem, bring my bones up with you. Bring everything. Bring the little remains of anything that was ever here. Bring it back up to Eretz Yisrael. Because ultimately, Eretz Yisrael is home. That's where we ultimately belong. So yes, I told you all to come down to Mitzrayim. That was temporarily because it was impossible to remain in Eretz Yisrael. But it's time to go home. There's always time to go home. There's always a time that we should return to Eretz Yisrael because that is our home. Shabbat Shalom.